Hello guys, in this course we are going to learn about the jQuery from very basics. So in this course we will cover that how to use and how to implement jQuery in a web application, and it's free of cost. And we are going to learn about the effects, we are going to learn about the selectors, we are going to learn about the events, and in the last of this course we are going to learn that how to use jQuery UI widgets in a web application. So guys, this course is totally for beginners who want to learn jQuery techniques, who want to use jQuery in their web application. So I hope you guys will enroll in this course. So I will see you guys in the course, and like I said before that this course is free of cost forever. So I will see you in the course. Have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the first video of this course. In this video we are going to download the files from jQuery.com, from the jQuery website. So I'm going to the jQuery, jQuery.com, and after that I'm going to download the uncompressed version. Right, I'm going to download this file and I'm going to keep this one, and right after that I'm going to create a new folder with the name of jQuery, jQuery. And after that I'm going to open the brackets editor. I'm using the brackets. It's up to you. You can use Notepad++ and whatever editor you want. So right over here, jQuery, I'm going to select this folder, and right after that I'm going to create a file with the name of index.html and style.css, and right after that index.js. Right, so in the index.html I'm going to write the HTML body, HTML, and head, title, and this should be learning jQuery, and right after that body. And now what I'm going to do, I have downloaded the jQuery file over here, so I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it in our project file, and right over here. Now I'm going to link that file using the script tag script, and this should be src and jQuery 3.11 JS, and we have linked the uncompressed file which we have downloaded from the jQuery.com to our folder. So guys, now it's time to link the external file, style sheet, and this should be href, and this should be style.css, and right after that script src, the file which we are going to work on in this course. So guys, we have downloaded the files, and in the next lecture, we are going to work on the jQuery from the basics. So I will stay tuned and have a nice. Hello guys, in the previous lecture we have downloaded our jQuery files, and now we are going to start jQuery practically. So in the body I'm going to write a button, click me, and after that what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a div with a class of box. Why I'm assigning it a class, because I need to style that div later, and inside that div I'm going to call ht tag. This should be hello world. So now I'm going to the style.css dot box. Width would be 200 pixel, and the border would be 1 px solid, and this should be black, and after that the padding would be 15 px, and then the text align would be center. So I need to go to the browser to check. So we have got our div, our box over here. So now I'm going to do next is I'm going to assign it in the center with the margin auto. So I need to check that whether it is working. Yes, it is working perfectly fine. So Now I'm going to write the first code of the jQuery. In this lecture we are going to write the first code. So always remember one thing, that the jQuery starts with a dollar sign, then the two parentheses, and inside that two parentheses we are going to write document. This is a requirement of a jQuery, right? Then ready. I will tell you that what does that document.ready mean. And inside that, after that ready, we are going to write two parentheses, and inside that parentheses we are going to write the function. Right, so and this should be the semicolon at the end. All the code related to jQuery will be written inside that function document.ready. What does that document.ready mean? Well, it means when the page has been completely loaded and the document is ready to execute. So we're going to write the function over here. Please ignore all these errors. These are just the hints, nothing else. So now what I'm going to do, what I'm going to write the code is, when I will click on this button, click me, then this box will disappear. So we are going to learn that how to create a click method and a hide method in this lecture. So after that, dollar two parentheses, and in that parentheses I'm going to write the class of button. As you can see that I haven't created any class of button over here, so let me create a class, or it's up to you that you can just write, you know, button over here, button, write dot click, after that two parentheses, then we are going to write a function, and inside that function what we are going to do, that when this button will click, then this box will disappear. Means dollar two parentheses, and after that the class of the box, it's up to me that whether I write the div or the class, but it is preferable to write the class index.js dot box, right? As you can see that when we want to style that box, then in the style.css we need to write dot in front of the div name, class name, or whatever. So index.js dot box dot height. So we have created a function over here. When right, then after that when the button will click, then what it will do, then the box will disappear. So I need to check on the browser. Click. As you can see, when I click the button, the box has disappeared. So when I will write the show function over here, show, and when I click back, so the toggle function, what does that toggle do? Toggle will do, I will show you what does that toggle do. When I will click on this button once, then it will, this box will disappear. Right, as you can see that the box has been disappeared, but when I will click it back, then this box will be shown to us. So as you can see that this box has been shown now. So what does that toggle means? Toggle means that toggle has two methods. First has show and another one has hide. Right, so guys, in this lecture we have learned that how to create a document.ready function, how to create a function, how to create a click function, and how to create the show and hide and toggle function. So from the next classes we are going to learn on the selectors of jQuery. So till then, stay tuned, have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture, and in this video we are going to learn that how to use selectors in jQuery. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create these boxes, div 4 time, and over here this should be hello 1, and this should be hello 2, and this should be hello 3, and this should be hello 4. Correct. So what does selectors mean? I'm going to the style right over here. As you can see that they are showing in the center. So I'm going to the index.js. Right inside, right after the box, I'm going to write the colon, and I'm going to select the div. I'm going to select the box which I want to hide or toggle whatever I want, right? If I select the first and I save it and wanna refresh the page, when I will click this button, you guys will notice that this hello one will hide by, but all these three boxes will not hide. So when I click this, as you can see that hello one has hidden now, but the hello 2, hello 3 and hello 4 is already over here. So guys, the selector means which the div element or whatever we want to select. If I select the last one and I refresh the page, then you guys will notice that hello 4 will disappear. So as you can see that hello 4 has been disappeared. So another thing would be even. It will select all the div which has the even value, means that 2 or 4 will be disappeared. So as you can see that even has shown right over here. So when I select the odd, then 2 or 4 will disappear and 1 and 3 will be shown over here. As you can see, hello 1 and hello 3 are over here. So guys, this is how we use selectors in the jQuery file. Right, so in the next lecture we are going to work on some different methods. So till then, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Hello guys, welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn that how to use text and HTML method in jQuery. I will show you that what is text and HTML method. So I'm going to write dollar 2 parentheses and after that dot box. I'm not going to use any selector in this lecture. You can use it as well. You can use it if you want, but I'm not going to use it. Dot after that, first of all, I'm going to use the text method. Write text and semicolon, and inside that text I'm going to write this text is coming from jQuery. So I'm saving the file. When I would refresh the page, you guys will notice that this hello 1, hello 2, hello 3, hello 4 will change to this text that's coming from jQuery. So when I will click the button, you guys have noticed that this text is coming from jQuery. So this is how we use, if we want to change the text from jQuery, then we use the text method, right? And what does that HTML means? And inside that parameters, inside that strings, we need to assign the text as well, right? h3 and the closing of h3, and I'm saving the file. When I'll refresh the page, you guys will notice that this text will convert to this text that's coming from jQuery, but the text will remain same, right? So when I will click the button, so as you can see, this text is coming from jQuery. What is the difference between .text and .html? What is the difference between these two methods? By using text, you can just change the text of any element of any tag, right? h1 tag, h2 or h3. But by using HTML method, you can change the tag as well, right? These are the, as you can see that these are the h3 tags. But if I want to change these tags to h1 or h2, then I can do that using HTML method, h1 and h1, right? Or yes. So when I click on this button, you guys will notice that these h3 tags will convert to the h1. So as you guys have noticed that h3 tags have been converted to the h1 tags. So this is possible by using the HTML method, but by using the text method, the text method just change the text. It will do nothing to the tags of the HTML like h1, or it cannot be changed from h3 to h1, but by using HTML we can do that. So guys, in this class we have learned that how to use HTML and text methods. So I'll see you guys in the next lecture with some different methods. So stay tuned. Have a nice day. Hello guys, welcome to the new class. In this class we are going to learn about the chaining method, and now I'm going to create some methods to parentheses, and after that box first dot css, and this should be color and orange. I'm going to copy the whole method, pasting it 3 times, and hide, and this should be border, and 1px 2px solid orange, and I'm going to set the timer inside the height parameters, height parentheses 2000 mean 2 seconds. So I'm going to save the file. When I will refresh the page and when I'll click on this button, then it will first change the text color, then it will change the border color, then the box will hide in 2 seconds. So let me check. So it is not working. Why it is not working? I need to, yes, I forgot to write the dot, and now I'm saving it. When I refresh the page, so as you can notice that first it has changed the color of the text, then it has changed the color of the border, and then it has been hidden in 2 seconds. So guys, as you can see that I have created 3 different methods, but what if I need to do it in the same line? Then for that we use a chaining method, right? So as you can see, I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to paste like that. So hold on. So now what I need to do, I'm going to copy this first thing from here. Then I will write after the parentheses, I'm not going to write the semicolon, I'm going to write dot. Then after that I'm going to copy the second method, I'm going to paste it, and after the another parentheses I'm going to copy the third method and I'm going to paste it over here, and now I'm going to write the semicolon to end this. So this is we call a chaining method in JavaScript. I'm going to save it and I'm going to refresh the page. When I will click the button, it will do the same as it did before. So as you guys have noticed that it is working perfectly with the chaining. So guys, this is how we use chaining in jQuery. So in this class we have learned that how to use chaining via jQuery in different elements of HTML. So in the next class we are going to learn some different methods. So till then, stay tuned, have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to work on different methods like the append and prepend, after, and before. These are the 4 different methods, so we are going to work on it. So now box, this should be dot box, and right after that append. So inside that we need to assign the string, and after that semicolon to close the function. So append, and I'm going to write h3. This is a jQuery text. I'm going to close the h3. You guys have noticed one thing, that we have used these tags in the .html method, right? So what does that append method do? As you can see that inside the box we got the first element, h3 element. The append method will do, it will assign the h2, the h3 tag, which we have. This is the jQuery text after the hello one. So let me save the page. When I will click refresh and when I will click the button, you guys will notice that this is a jQuery text will be shown after this hello one. So as you guys have noticed,
that this is the jQuery text. It is showing after the first element, so this is the first element, and after that this is the last element in the div. So what does the prepend method do? It will make this element the first element of the div. As you guys have noticed in the append, this hello one is the first element, and this is the jQuery text is the last and the second element. But in the prepend, it will make this is the jQuery text the first element. So when I will click the refresh, when I will click the button click me, then it will show that this is the jQuery text before hello one tag. So as you guys have noticed that this is jQuery text is showing before the hello one. So right, so guys, we have learned that how to use append and prepend method. So now we are going to work on after. What does this after method do? It will assign this element after the box. So when I will click the button, as you guys have noticed that it has assigned the value after the box, means it will assign the element what we are working on, whether we are working on div or h3. In this case we are working on the h3 text, so it will assign this h3 text after the div of box, right? So this is the after method do, and when I use the before method, then it will assign the tag, this tag before the div. So when I'll refresh the page, as you guys have noticed that this is the jQuery text is now showing before the div element. So guys, we have learned in this class that how to use append, prepend, after and before, right? So this is very simple and easy to learn. So guys, I hope you understand. So in the next classes we are going to work on different methods. So till then, stay tuned, have a nice day.
Welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn at how to apply CSS to any HTML element using jQuery. So right in the index.js, I'm going to write $2 parentheses, and after that dot box, I'm going to select the first box, right? This box, I'm going to apply the CSS on this one, and after the parentheses dot CSS, two parentheses, and after that two strings, double quotation, and after that two double quotation and semicolon. On this first double quotation, this would be the property, and this would be the value. What does that property mean? Property means it should be a color, border, padding, margin, right? So I'm going to apply the property color on this first box, and the color value would be orange. So when I save the file and when I refresh the page, when I will click on this button, you guys will notice that the text will change, the color of the text will change from black to orange. So as you guys have noticed that when I click on the button, the color of the text has changed from black to orange. So this is just a one row. What if I need to add a multiple rows, like with border, padding? So what I need to do that, what I'm going to remove it, and after that two curly braces. This should be property, right, and two colon, and this should be value, right, and after that another property and colon, and this should be value, right? So if I color, and this should be orange, and border, and inside that the value would be 1 or 2 px solid orange. So there's no need to write any semicolon after that. So I have saved the file. When I refresh the page, you guys have noticed that this div border will change to the orange and the text will change to the orange. So as you guys have noticed that we have implemented multiple rows using jQuery on this CSS. If you want to implement on the second, on the last, right? So as you can see that hello 4 has been changed. So guys, in this class we have learned that how to use CSS method in the jQuery, right? So in the next classes we are going to learn some different methods, so stay tuned. Have a nice day.
Hello guys, in this lecture we are going to work on the class method in jQuery. So right over here I'm going to create a class dot color. I'm just creating a class, right? This should be background, color would be green, color would be white, and yeah, this thing is okay. So now I'm going to the index.js dollar dot box, and after that I'm going to write the add class 2 parentheses, and in the single quotation I'm going to just write the name of the class which I want to add. This is the color, so dot color. So we have added a class in the box. So I'm going to save the file, and when I will refresh the page, when I will click this page, then you guys will notice that this class which have the name of color will be added to all these boxes. So as you guys have noticed that this class has been added to all these boxes. You guys have noticed that it gave us some animation transition, right? So why is that for? Because I have used a transition property over here. So when I remove it, it will just work like that. So to make it better, I'm going to write the transition property 0.6 second all, and this should be linear. So this thing is looking good. So just like that, if we want to remove the class, then, or if you want to toggle the class, then it should be it will work like that. When I will refresh the page, you guys have noticed that it has changed, it has added the class to the boxes, but when I will click it back, then it will remove the class. So you guys have noticed the class has been removed. So guys, in this class we have learned that how to use the class method in the jQuery. So in the next classes we are going to work on the different methods. So till then, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Hello guys, so welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to work on the attribute methods, and for that you guys have noticed that I have just created one div with the class of box. So I have removed the 3 divs, right? The last 3 divs, hello 2, hello 3, and hello 4, and right over here I'm going to create an image, and the src would be love.jpg, and I'm going to save the file. When I will click the button, as you can see that the image is over here, so I need to set the width and height 100%, and height would be 100% as well. So I'm going to save and refresh the file. As you can see that the image is showing over here. So if I want to change this image by using jQuery, then how can we do that? I'm going to the index.js, right? So after that I'm going to create a dollar, and right over here image dot attr. We are going to do the same thing over here like we did in the CSS method. This should be src, and right over here. After that, as you guys have noticed that I have got another image with the name of love.gif. So I'm going to write love.gif, and I'm going to end the section with semicolon. So by using the attribute, I need to save the file. So when I will click the button, you guys will notice that this image will change to this image. So let me show you. Why is that not showing? Let me check. Image with ATR. It is love.gif. Yes, it is an SRC. Oh, I forgot to. Yes. So let's just the development, right? Both the images are same. So when I click on this button, you guys will notice that it will change to the love.gif. So as you have noticed that the image has been changed. So guys, we can be able to do it by using the 𝐴𝐷𝐷𝐿 attribute method in the jQuery. And if we want to remove the image SRC, right, then what we need to do is we can do that with the remove attribute. So when I click this button, then you guys will notice that this image will disappear. So as you guys have noticed, the image has been disappeared now. So guys, in this class we have learned that how to use attributes in the jQuery. So we're going to learn some more things in the next class. So till then, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Hello guys, welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to work on the different events. As you can see that we have worked on the click event of the jQuery in the previous lecture, but now I'm going to work on the mouse over event. So mouse over is also an event of a jQuery. So when any user will mouse over this button, right, then what I need to do is this, sorry for that, and this image dot height, and this should be 2000, like that. So when any user will mouse over this button, then this image will disappear. So I'm going to refresh the page. When I will mouse over the button, then you guys will notice that this image will disappear. So as you can see that the image has been disappeared now. So this can be possible by using the mouse over or hover event, right? So as you can see that the image has been now disappeared. So guys, in this class we have worked on the two events, mouse over and hover, and we can be able to use it, or if I want to use any other by like h2, this should be in the double quotations, and I'm going to hello world. So when I will save the file, and when I will refresh the page, and when I will mouse over on this button, then you guys will notice that this hello world will appear over after in the after the image. So why it is not sorry for that, because we have dot box, it should be dot box. So when I will refresh the page, as you guys have noticed that the hello world has appeared over here. Why it is 2 times? Because whenever I will hover over on this button, this hello world will appear over here. So guys, this is how we use mouse over and hover event in the jQuery. So in the next classes we are going to learn something more. So stay tuned, have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to work on the hide and show method. So for that we need to use the hover event. So after that, what I'm going to do is dollar two parentheses, and inside that parentheses I'm going to write image.hide. I'm going to save it, and when I will refresh the page, as you can see that the image has been hide. But what if I will remove the hover from this click button? Then I want this image back over here. So for that, what I need to do is I'm going to write So right over here I'm going to write another function, and I need to remove this, and this should be, you know, image dollar two parentheses and image dot show. I'm going to assign the millisecond over here 2000, and I'm going to assign the millisecond on the height method as well. And right over here, after that function, after that first function, I'm going to write the column comma over here. So what does that first function do? It will execute when the mouse will hover. And what does this second function do? It will execute the method when the mouse hover has been removed. Hover has been removed. So I'm going to save it, and I'm going to refresh the page. As you guys have noticed that when I will remove the hover, the mouse from this click button, then the image will show back to the point. So as you can see, the image is over here. So by using this hide and show, and by using these two functions, and we will, you know, concatenate, we will differentiate that function by using this comma. Right, so guys, in this class we have learned that how to hide and show by using the hover event. So I will see you guys in the next class with some other stuff. So till then, stay tuned. Have a good day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn some jQuery effects, and first we are going to work on the fade in or fade out. So right over here inside the function, I'm going to write dot box dot fade out, and this should be inside these two parentheses. We are going to assign the milliseconds. This should be 2000, right? So semicolon. So I'm going to save the file, and when I'll refresh the page, you guys will notice that it has all the boxes have been fade out. So this is how the fade out works. And if we want to do some chaining over here, then fade in and do the same with, you know, 2000 and millisecond. I have allotted the millisecond 2000 over here, and the fade out as well 2000. So when I will refresh, when I will click the click me button, then first the boxes will fade out, and after that the boxes will show up again, because we have used the chaining fading property, fading method at the end of the, you know. So when I click the page, you guys have noticed that it has disappeared, but now it has shown. So guys, these are the two effects of jQuery, and we can use the fade toggle as well if you want. 2000, and when I will save the page, save the file, and I'll refresh the page, you guys will notice that it will toggle the effect. So it has disappeared now, but when I will click the button back, then it will show me up again. So guys, this thing is working perfectly fine. So in this lecture we have learned that how to use jQuery effects, right? So in the next lecture we are going to work on different methods. So till then, stay tuned and have a nice day.
Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn that how to use slide down and slide up and slide toggle method in jQuery. So as you guys have noticed that I have implemented two buttons over here. So when I will click the slide down, then this box will slide down, and when I will click the slide up, this box will slide up. So in the index.html I've created two buttons, and this is a slide down button, and this is a slide up button, and I have given the slide down button the class with down, right? And the same thing I have done with the up, and I have assigned the class with the name of up. So I'm going to the index.js file now, and now I'm going to create a function over here, $, and this should be, you know, when it will click, when any user will click that up button, then dot click. Why dot up? Because when any user will click dot slide up button, which means that button. So dot click, two parentheses, inside that parentheses function, and then two parentheses and two curly braces, and right over here I need to assign the semicolon, and right over here dollar, two parentheses, and this should be dot box, and this should be slide up, two parentheses. I'm not going to assign any duration over here. So let's check whether it is working or not. So this thing is working. So let me assign the 1000 duration. So let's check. So guys, this thing is working perfectly fine. So now it is working. As you can see that it is working perfectly fine. So I need to remove the transition value from here to use the duration value, because these two values, the transition value, work collide, and JQuery transition timer, this timer, and this timer work colliding with each other. So I need to remove the transition from here to use the JQuery timer. So right over here, when I will click the slide up function, you guys will notice that the box will slide up. So now let's do the same with dollar down function, and this should be dot down. Why dot down? Because we have assigned the slide down button with the class of down. So dot click, then what it will do, function, two parentheses and two curly braces, and right over here semicolon, and I'm going to write dollar dot box dot slide down and 1000, and right over here. So now I'm going to save the file. So when I click the slide up, you guys have noticed that it has slide up. So, and when I will click the slide down, you guys have noticed that it has slide down. So guys, we have used our slide up and slide down in this lecture, and we are going to use the slide toggle method as well, which when we we want to use the slide both way in a single or double click. So or when any user will click the slide up button, then as you can see that it has slide up, and when I will click it back, then it has appeared over here. Why is that? Because we have used slide toggle over here. So guys, in this lecture we have learned that how to use slide method, and in the next classes we are going to learn some more methods. So till then, stay tuned. Goodbye. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn about the jQuery scroll event. So I have opened now one website. It's a template, so when I scroll down, you guys will notice that these things are appearing over here when I scroll down. So how is this happening? Because the template user have used jQuery scroll event on these divs or element, whatever. So guys, we are going to learn that how to do that in this class. So this is our web page, and right over here I'm going to refresh the page. I'm going to the editor. So I'm inside the style.css. As you can see, we are in the project file. So right over here, what I'm gonna do, first of all, I'm going to write a new class with the name of .show. I'm going to use this class in jQuery. So over here I'm going to use the opacity 1, and right over here I'm going to assign the margin 500 pixel, and the opacity would be 0. So guys, as you can see that the box is not showing. So when I scroll down over here, when the area would be over here, then the box will be shown to us by using jQuery. So we are going to create a scroll function event now. So for that we use dollar two parentheses window dot scroll, and inside that parentheses we are going to use function and two parentheses and two curly braces. So guys, what does this window dot scroll function do? It will do that. So when the user will scroll the window, then what would be the next value? So I'm going to assign a condition over here. If document dot scroll top, means scroll from top, this is scroll from top, is, you know, this is the method scroll top, so we need to assign the two parentheses is greater than 150. Then what it will do, so now I'm going to add this class dot show. So if, you know, dollar, and I'm going to add it on the box div. So dot box dot, you know, add class, and inside that single quotation, inside the single quotation we are going to write the name of the new class, which is show, and after that I need to assign the semicolon. So guys, we have created our, you know, scroll event over here, so I'm going to save the file. So I need to check that whether it is working or not. So let me refresh the page. So when I will scroll down, you guys have noticed that this thing has appeared over here. So let's do something more with the transitions or the animation. Instead of opacity, I'm going to use, you know, transform scale. This should be 0, and right over here in the dot show I'm going to write transform scale, and this should be 1. So let's check whether it is looking good or not. So let me check. Oh, this thing is looking more good. So guys, this is how we use transform scale, and this is how we use, you know, scroll event and jQuery. So I'll see you guys again in the next lecture with some more methods. So till then, have a good day.
Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture, and from now on we are going to work on jQuery UI development, that how to use jQuery UI in our web application. So for that, before that we need to download the jQuery UI files, and I'm going to download the jQuery UI now. I'm going to click on the stable button over here, and after downloading the file I need to, you know, as you can see, I need to extract the file. Right after that I need to copy that file inside the jQuery folder. As you can see that I've already copy and pasted the file inside our jQuery folder, right? So now I'm going to the editor, and after that, what are the files which we need to upload to the, you know, which we need to link to our project file? The file would be CSS, JS, UI structure.css, and UI.theme CSS file. So first of all, I'm going to upload the CSS file. I'm going over here. After the style.css, I'm going to write link rel style sheet href jQuery UI, and this is UI.css. It's up to you. You can upload the minified CSS file as well, but I'm not doing that. Style sheet href and jQuery UI, and after that structure.css, and the last CSS file, style sheet href jQuery UI, and the last thing would be theme.css. And now after the index.js, I need to upload the src jQuery UI and jQuery UI.js. So guys, we have successfully uploaded the jQuery UI files in our project. So now I'm going to the folder, I'm going to body tag. I need to remove it. I need to remove this as well and this as well. So I need to check that whether it is working or not. Date input, I will tell you in the next class about the date picker. I'm just checking it whether the files are working or not.
ID date picker. Yes, that's correct. So now I'm going to index.js or hashtag date picker dot date picker. So now I'm going to jQuery so yes sorry for that. So guys, as you can see that the date picker is over here. This is a widget of a jQuery UI. So jQuery UI is perfectly working. So from now on, from the next class, we are going to work on the jQuery UI widgets and effects and some interactions as well. So for the next class, in the next class, we're going to work on the date pickers. So guys, I will see you again in the next class. Have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this class we're going to learn about the date pickers. And now what I'm gonna do, as you can see that we are in the body, right over here. So when I will click over here, then it will give me a pop-up in which user can be allowed to choose a date from that pop-up. So how to do that, I'm going to show you that. As you can see, I can do that. Okay, so date input, the type would be text, right? But for using date picker, the type would be text, and I need to assign the ID. Why to assign the ID? Because we will use this ID in the jQuery file, right? So that should be, you can give it any name you want, but I'm giving it date picker. So now I'm going to the index.js. Now dollar to parentheses, I need to assign the ID over here of input tag over here, which is date picker. So I'm going to the index.js. As you can see, date picker. Why I have not allotted the dot over here? Because we haven't allotted the class over here. We are getting the element by the data by the ID. So that is why I'm using the hashtag sign dot date picker to parentheses and semicolon. It is that much easy. So I'm going to refresh the page. When I will click over here, you guys have noticed that the pop-up, the date picker pop-up is over here, the date picker widget is over here. So it is that much easy, and you can use it in any application you want by doing this. So date picker or jQuery UI widgets give us some option to alter the widget, or it should be. So if as you guys have noticed that there is no year over here, like if I am using the date picker widget for selecting the date of birth, or then how to do that, because we are not showing any year option over here. So for that, what I need to do, I'm going to the index.js. So inside that parentheses, we need to assign the curly braces, right? And we will assign the properties of the date picker of the widget over here. So by using the change year, and this should be true or false, nothing else. So I'm saving it. I'm going over here. As you can see that now it is giving me an option to select the year, right? So you can do that for multiple properties. Just assign a comma and then change month, and this should be true as well. Guys, you have noticed that the Y of an year is capital and M of an month is capital. So change month, this should be true as well. And when I go over here, when I click, and as you can see that now it is giving me an option to select the month as well. So you guys have noticed that the minimum is 2006. What I need to do to change it, so semicolon, sorry, comma, year range, and this should be 1990 to 2015.
year range is also an property. So and then we need to assign double quotation, and inside the double quotation we need to assign the range 1990, then colon, and then 2016. You can, it's up to you, you can assign the years whatever you want. So when I click over here, as you guys have noticed, now I have an option to select the year, right? So above then 1990s. So guys, in this lecture we have learned that how to use and how to create and how to implement the date picker widget in our web application. So in the next class we are going to learn about the tooltips. So see you guys, till then have a good day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn that how to use tooltip widget in web application. So for using tooltip widget, we need to assign a title in the element which we are going to use. So I'm going to use the tooltip widget on this input tag. So inside that I need to assign the title equal to select date of birth. Now I'm going to the index.js file. Just like the date picker, I need to assign the jQuery UI widget method and date picker dot to dep, should be dep not top, to parentheses and semicolon. So I'm going to save the file. When I refresh the file, you guys have noticed that it is giving me a nice tooltip widget when I mouse over the input tag. So guys, you can use the functions just like we have used inside the date picker widget. So to curly braces, and inside that you can change, you can assign the content from here as well. Content equal to select user, select your date of birth. So I'm going to save it. When I refresh the file, as you can see that select your date of birth. So you can assign, you can write the content over here instead of writing the title over here, right? So now you can use the effect as well, right? So for that, what we need to do, we are going to write show and then two more so right, and then two more curly braces, and right inside that I'm going to write effect, and this should be fade explode, and then duration, this should be 900 milliseconds. So I'm saving it. When I refresh the file, so as you can see, it is giving me an effect as well. So you can change the effect as well from here. This should be bounce. Bounce is also a very popular effect. So as you can see, it is giving me an effect as well. So guys, in this class we have learned that how to use tooltip widget in a web application. So in the next class we are going to learn about the accordion. So see you guys there. Till then, have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn that how to use the accordion widget in the web application. So for that, what is the method to use the accordion, right? For the header h2, I'm going to use the h2. This would be the accordion heading, right? And then for the paragraph, this will be inside the div, and this would be the accordion paragraph. So now all these things I'm going to copy and pasting this 3 times, and now what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to write div id. This should be accordion. I'm assigning the id accordion. You can name it whatever you want, and I'm going to close that over here. So as you can see that all these things are over here. So now I'm going to the index.js, and this is very simple. Accordion widget is very simple to use. Accordion. Why I have assigned the hashtag accordion? Because we have a div with the ID of accordion, right? So index.js dot accordion. So now I'm saving the file. When I will refresh the file, you guys have noticed this is very simple. Accordion is very simple and very attractive. You can see that we have allotted the h2, right? This is the heading of the accordion. As you can see, this is the heading of the accordion, and inside the div accordion paragraph, we all these things which will be inside this, the body of the accordion, this will be inside the div. So guys, accordion is that much easy and that much simple to use. So I hope you guys will understand this, and I will see you guys in the next class with some more widgets. So till then, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Hello guys, and welcome to the new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn that how to use tab widget in a web application. So I'm going to the index.html, and right over here I'm going to assign a div with an ID of, I'm going to name it tabs, right? So after that I'm going to write ul and li href. This should be, so now I'm going to copy it and pasting it second time, 2 times. So now right over here I'm going to write div with an ID of, tab1. I'm going to copy the content here, and I'm going to copy and paste it, and I'm going to change the ID with tab2. The first one is tab1 and the second one is tab2. Right over here I'm going to write the name tab1, and the second I'm going to write the name tab2. This is very understandable. Means when anyone will click on this button, this link, then this tab will appear, and when anyone click on this button, then this tab will appear. So now I'm going to write the name tab1. This should be tab2. So now I'm going to refresh the page. So it is looking like that. Why it is looking like that? I need to, yes, now it is looking perfect, right? So now I'm going to apply the jQuery widget inside our index.js page. So now $_ to parentheses, I'm going to assign the ID which is tabs. So this should be hashtag not 3 tabs dot tabs or tabs, right? So I want to refresh the page. As you can see that it is showing like that. Why it is showing like that? I need to ID div, this one div, hashtag tab2 and hashtag tab, oh, it should be WO, not OW. So when I refresh the page, as you can see that now we have a tab. So this is an active clause when I click over here, and when I need to remove some content from here. So when I click over here, so as you guys have noticed that it is working perfectly fine. So in this lecture we have learned that how to use the tabs widget
in a web application. So guys, in the next class we are going to learn some more jQuery UI interactions. So I'll see you again in the next class. Till then, have a nice day.